Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book Networking Like a Pro and creator of the popular program How to Expand Your Reach, Impact More Lives, and Get Your Message Out to a Wider Audience. Now today we are going to talk about something that comes up during a lot of people's discussions. If you're a coach or a service practitioner, you've had this happen. And the question I get asked is, what do you do when someone asks, how much do you charge? Right? So just to kind of set this back a little bit, what happens is maybe they're on social and they're engaging people, or maybe they're at a networking event and they're engaging people, or maybe they're doing a presentation and they're engaging people. And during that engagement, someone comes up to them, or, they're on social or whatever, and it's like, okay, how much does this cost? And for a lot of people, if they're not able to get this answer right to this question, what happens is, first of all, they usually don't get the deal. Right? That's right off the bat. And as a result of that, they're not able to impact more lives in the process. And they're really not able to be as, again, impactful and expanding their reach to work with more people just because they weren't able to answer this question properly. Now, conversely, when you do learn what I think is the right answer and how I kind of go about it, a lot of things will happen, and most of them are good. You'll find that you will be able to impact more lives. You'll find that from impacting more lives, you'll get paying clients. You'll get a consistent flow of paying clients as more people are being attracted to you, as more people want to work with you. And you'll find yourself, depending on what you want to do, having more time freedom, being able to work with different types of folks, being less stressed. All of this happens because of the fact that you're able to answer this, question that does come up more than, maybe you would think. So with that said, let's jump into it. So let me just see here. I actually wrote down some notes, and here's exactly, because I wanted to get it verbatim so I didn't mess it up. All right. So the question is, how much does it charge? How much does it work? All right. And what I always say to that is, well, listen, and let's assume, just so you know, let's assume that we're doing this on social. So like you're going back and forth in social media. But I have done this at presentations as well. So I'll say, well, listen, we have a number of different options that fit different budgets. So if it's okay, let's talk about it real quick and, see if this works for you. I might not even have something that works. Let me say that again. We have a number of different options that fit a number of different budgets. So if it's okay, let's talk about it real quick and see if one of these works for you. I might not even have an option that works. It's that last part that really does the trick in my mind, because what that's saying to people is like, listen, I want to talk with you about doing some business. I want to talk with you about working together. I want to be able to actually help you move forward. And yes, I'm definitely cognizant of budget and pricing, because a lot of people, they're like, boy, it just feels like it's going to be $1 gazillion to work with you. So you're like, yeah, I'm totally cognizant of that, right? You totally get that. But what you're telling them is, I don't know enough about your situation to know whether or not this is going to be a fit. And in order for us to figure that out, I'm suggesting, this is what you're kind of saying in the subtext, I'm suggesting that we sit down, talk for a few minutes, let's get organized, no charge, no change of money of hands, and go from there. Most people are totally fine with that. Now you have told them what it is that you're going to do. You've gone down that road. Now, obviously you want to actually have different options that fit different budgets. Now, for me, the way I can stay in integrity with that is I actually do have different options. I have a boot camp. I have a small group. I have one-on-one. So I do have that. If you don't, that's fine. What you do have, if you just do one-on-ones, if you don't, you should have different levels of the number of sessions. Some are 9, some are 7, some are 5 sessions, right? So you have different options, even if you're just doing one-on-one. And if you don't, then you should now, just because I told you, you should have different options based on the number of sessions that you're going to be working with the people on, which obviously translates into, the money conversation. All right. So that's kind of what I tell people when I go down this road. And hopefully that's something that makes sense for you. But as always, feel free to like, share, or comment below. We love to be able to hear where you're coming from, hear your thoughts, what you've got going on. I personally handle all comments, so if you got something that you want to bring to my attention, a different thought or insight, I'll personally respond to it. I'd love to hear from it. But in the meantime, hopefully this makes sense, and hopefully it's something that you decide to do. My name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.